The surprise callback to TNG's Tasha Yar in Star Trek's new movie explained. Star Trek Section 31 has a surprising callback to Star Trek, The Next Generation's LT. Tasha Yar Denise Crosby. Set in Star Trek's lost era of the early 24th century, Section 31 follows Emperor Philippa Georgiou Michelle Yeoh as she gets caught up in a mission to save the galaxy. Section 31 is a Star Trek movie tackling foreign ground, but it contains several connections to the greater Star Trek timeline. Not only does the film reveal more about Georgiou's backstory, but it also offers a glimpse into the early Starfleet career of LT. Rachel Garrett Casey role. Star Trek The Next Generation fans will remember Rachel Garrett Tricia O'Neill as the doomed captain of the USS Enterprise C from TNG's excellent Season 3 episode, Yesterday's Enterprise. Even as a young lieutenant, Garrett already seems primed to be a great starship captain one day. As Starfleet's representative among the more morally questionable members of Section 31's Alpha Team, Garrett embraces the chaos of space exploration while also fighting to uphold Starfleet's ideals. LT Garrett may be Section 31's most obvious connection to TNG, but the film also gives a subtle shout-out to TNG's Tasha Yar. Control sets up a Section 31 mission to Tasha Yar's home planet. After the events of Star Trek Section 31, Georgiou reunites with Section 31's Alpha Team at her nightclub, where its leader, Control Jamie Lee Curtis, informs the team of a new mission. Control remains unsure if allowing Georgiou to join Section 31 is a smart choice, but she knows that the former Emperor will get things done. Control asks any of the team members if they have ever been to a planet called Turkana IV. Although Control reveals no details of the mission that awaits them on Turkana IV, the name may sound familiar to Star Trek The Next Generation fans. The Enterprise devisited the planet that year and encountered Tasha Yar's younger sister, Tasha Yar Beth Tisan, who fought for the Turkana IV coalition. LT Tasha Yar of the USS Enterprise D was born on Turkana IV in 2337 and lived there until the age of 15. At the time of Yar's birth, Turkana IV was home to a failed Federation colony. The planet's government began breaking down sometime in the 2330s, leading to civil war and general lawlessness. Tasha found a way to leave Turkana IV in 2352 and soon began attending Starfleet Academy. Several years later, in 2361, the people of Turkana IV still lived in poverty and constant conflict. The Enterprise devisited the planet that year and encountered Tasha Yar's younger sister, Tasha Yar Beth Tisan, who fought for the Turkana IV coalition. While it remains to be seen whether the film will get a sequel, the end of Star Trek Section 31 sets up a potential adventure to Turkana IV. As the events of Section 31 take place around 2324, a mission to Turkana IV would take them there just before the planet's government begins failing. It's possible that is the reason why Control is sending them there in the first place. Alpha Team's mission could involve trying to preserve the Federation colony there, and could even bring them into contact with Tasha Yar's parents. Star Trek The Next Generation offered brief glimpses into Yar's backstory, including her planet's history. A Star Trek Section 31 sequel could dive deeper into the politics of Turkana IV and explore why the Federation colony there fell. Based on what we know from TNG, Section 31's Alpha Team would either have to fail to preserve the peace on Turkana IV or inadvertently be the cause of its fall. Either way, a story like this would allow Star Trek to explore a situation where the Federation doesn't win and show how people can find hope even when all seems lost. In a universe as vast as Star Trek, filled with endless galaxies, alternate timelines, and beloved characters, it's rare but thrilling when a single moment can bridge generations of fans. That's exactly what happened in Star Trek Resurgence, the newest entry in the storied franchise, with a stunning and heartfelt callback to one of the next generation's most tragically underutilized characters, Lieutenant Natasha Tasha Yar. For those unfamiliar, Tasha Yar, portrayed by Denise Crosby, was a key member of the TNG bridge crew in its first season. As the USS Enterprise D's chief of security, Yar was tough, compassionate, and fiercely loyal. However, due to behind-the-scenes conflicts and dissatisfaction with the writing, Crosby departed early, leading to Yar's shocking and sudden death in the episode Skin of Evil. Over the years, Star Trek has attempted to honor Yar's legacy through time travel episodes and alternate timelines, but fans often felt the character deserved far more. Now, decades later, Star Trek Resurgence delivers what might be Tasha Yar's most poignant tribute yet, and it's not through a flashback or a simple name drop. Instead, the film integrates her spirit into the very foundation of its new narrative, the callback itself. Without spoiling the entire plot, Star Trek Resurgence features a critical moment when the crew of the new USS Enterprise F discovers an abandoned Federation outpost on a remote planet. Inside, amidst dusty relics and deactivated systems, lies a plaque, an old, weather-worn dedication marker bearing the name LT. Tasha Yar. This outpost, it turns out, was originally established in her memory, following her death on Vagra 2. What's more, records recovered from the outpost reveal that Yar had personally recommended stronger Federation presence along the Outer Rim, foreseeing the dangers of leaving key regions unprotected. Though the Federation didn't act fast enough in her time, her warning resonates with the crisis now unfolding in the film's story. The callback isn't just a sentimental Easter egg. It directly influences the character's decisions. The crew, moved by Yar's foresight and sacrifice, uses her old tactical proposals to guide their defense strategy against a new existential threat. In a way, Tasha Yar saves the Federation decades after her death. Why it matters. Star Trek has often struggled with how it treats its fallen heroes, particularly those who died outside of grand battles or heroic last stands. Tasha Yar's original death was seen by many as random and meaningless. She was struck down by a malevolent entity without fanfare or honor, shocking viewers, but leaving little emotional closure. This new movie finally gives Tasha something she had long been denied: lasting impact. Rather than being remembered as a victim, she is framed as a visionary, a security officer who thought strategically, understood risks that others overlooked, and wanted to safeguard the future. It recontextualizes her character from a tragic footnote to a foundational pillar in Starfleet's ongoing mission. It's also a perfect reflection of Star Trek's core values. Visionaries may not always live to see the fruits of their labor, but their ideas, their spirit, endure. Tasha Yar's foresight becoming the key to victory embodies the optimism and faith in humanity's better instincts that have always driven Star Trek forward. A deeper layer, the alternate timelines. For die-hard Trekkies, there's even more meaning to unpack. Thanks to episodes like Yesterday's Enterprise and her daughter Sella's arc, Tasha's story became deeply intertwined with Star Trek's fascination with timelines and alternate realities. Resurgence nods to this too, subtly hinting that in another timeline, Yar might have survived and played an even greater role in the Federation's history. An offhand remark by an alien ambassador about seeing a human woman who fought like a lion in a different reality is a sly wink at these tangled threads. It suggests that across the multiverse, Tasha Yar's bravery rippled outward in ways no one could fully predict, further reinforcing the idea that no good act, no matter how small or seemingly lost, is ever truly forgotten. Denise Crosby's return. Adding even more excitement to the callback is the surprise casting news. Denise Crosby herself recorded a new audio log for the film, lending her voice to a recovered personal message left behind at the outpost. In the scene, a holographic Yar offers words of courage, reminding future Starfleet officers to stand firm even when no one else sees the storm ahead. It's a short but gut-punching moment. Crosby's warm, earnest performance gives Yar's spirit a final resonance. Her voice